previous canons simultaneously. Did that seem like what it was saying?
No.
No. And this makes me wonder if this person is right. It works. So what they took was this one and started this one a measure later. Let's go back and look at what Bach said. See if we think that's right. Because that seems like more like number 4, where it says contrary motion and rests, or something. Or it wouldn't be rest because it's in Italian, recto.
Right.
Motu contrano e recto. But this, well, he does what's both in Italian? Both previous canons together, Zug. That looks like German when you say Zug. Motu rectu e contrano. But then why does he have the 2 clefs? That's a funny question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I would kind of like to try solving it. Well, let's just think about it. If we did, well, it would all be thirds if we started the other one, but could we start it later? No. But I don't believe that that's the correct solution. We're going to listen to a recording of these too on YouTube. Maybe we should go there right now and see what they do. How does that sound? How are we doing? We have like 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I do have, yeah, I have to make sure I have the right window open to share with you because I think I was signing in. Here it is. And I can make it big, theater mode. Oh, and you all here can see this, but I have to make sure Tanya can see it. That's the important thing. And this is pretty cool, although he has a long introduction that's very fun. Let's go to where he actually starts. He talks about how Bach put this. You can find this on YouTube. And I'll share with everybody at camp my notes. Look at how long he talks. Oh, cool. And they tune. So someone has arranged this for 5 instruments. And an interesting tuning sequence. Oh.
There is one more thing I must say. This music is extremely clever, but don't sit there feeling you have to work out what's going on. You can just let it wash over you. It sounds fantastic.
But we want to work out what's going on. So there's the first one. Here's the inversion. So they did exactly what the other person did. Kind of fun to hear it, not just on a music or harpsichord, isn't it? So clearly, although we're pretty smart here, we don't necessarily know everything that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the challenge. So now the next one, what clef do you have? Looks like tenor clef again, right? And do you see this? The little line with the two dots that I often use in my music to say, play the same thing. But when they put a thing like that there, that usually means that's where the next voice enters. Okay, and that was what they put here. Do you notice that? There it is. So we're going to expect on my muse score that they're going to enter 1, 2, 3, 4 after 4 notes. And there are 8 notes, so this makes sense, right? And he did consider his first note a pickup, which I'm not hearing in the performance at all. I'm hearing, although am I, bum, 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 bum. Maybe I am. I am hearing that. Strange. Okay, so let's hear what the muse score guy did with this person. I don't know who did it, so I shouldn't tell you it's one thing or another. Because then we are on this one. And the people we were listening to, and see it comes in after 4 notes, and it's the inversion of the one before. Can you tell that? So this one upside down is this one. And then, oh, I have to get out of my annotator. So what intervals did you hear that were different? Tim, yell it out. Sixths and unisons. And how do sixths and unisons relate to thirds and octaves? Yes.
Octaves and unisons will often just hit the same note at a different place, so they're technically still at the same place. And sixths are just thirds on the other side.
On the other side means inverted. And an octave inverts to a unison. And a third inverts to a sixth. A second inverts to a?
7.
Yes, they always add up to 9. It's a good thing to know. Now, do you want to hear the interesting people doing this one? You're supposed to say yes.
Yeah.
And
They're playing this up over.
they are. Now we're going to get to a fancy one, because indeed Bach does get fancy. Let's see, and then we go to this one. So we look at this one here. I move my window for you guys. Canon duplex A4. So we have, if I look at it, I see a thing that's relating by 4. What is relating by 4? Tim?
Well, there are some general voices, the marks are where the voices were entered, and it's also in.
Well, and our initial bass line is in what kind of notes? Yeah, and what's the new line in? Which are how much faster? 4 times as fast. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's what's going on. But now, you know, this is Bach going nuts. And you see here we've got, he wrote it here and he wrote it here. I think he actually means 4 people are going to play. Because we have ba-dee-da-dum, this bass line is going to be copied right here. And this fast 16th note passage is going to be copied right here. So now you need 4 people. So while you may look at it like I did and went, oh, look, 16th notes, they're 4 times as fast. I think he's telling us there are 4 people. So let's go look at this one. And look, indeed, we have 4 people. And do you see these copy? They come back sooner. Did you notice that little sign was sooner? And these ones come after 4 notes, and they are the inversion of the other one. And so is this one. So they're all inverted. Now, how did he think up all of this in his head? He was brilliant. So we'll listen to it once here, and then we'll listen to the real people. Now it sounds like Bach, doesn't it? But do you see how he's taken 2 lines, not just one, but it's all canon, it's all rules. And let's listen to these folks, because they were getting started on it. Here they go. They always do it once through. Very cool, huh? So, did that one make sense to everybody? Now we're getting into very cool land. Very cool Bach nerd cool land. So that's that one. Now we have to move this over so we can see number 6. Actually, I have to move you all down here because number 6 goes across. Canon simplex über, over, something, something. Okay, so we have our same bass line, right? Do you see that there? The very same. And now we have 3 pickup notes, and look what we're getting now. What's new and different in number 6? Yes. And that's where canon get really interesting and tricky to write, is when you enter into the land of chromaticism. And if you come to my next session this morning, which is not the next session, you get Randall first, you will learn about how to do that, because we're going to start writing a canon all together. Now, I know you want to hear this before we run out of time. We still have 7 minutes. We can hear this. Stop this share, and we'll go look at the music score so we can see what it looks like. So now, simple canon over foundation in 3 parts. So now because of the chromaticism, I think he couldn't do the inversion along with the bass line, is my guess. We could work that out, possibly. But now listen to this. So now we have a new line, and he doesn't ever do it as a simple round, does he? He inverts it. Because he went, oh, poo-poo, that's too easy. And then it repeats, but we're going to go listen to the real people play it. I'm glad I brought my mouse. This would be impossible with my trackpad. So this is once through with the chromaticism. Another one is starting. So let's go back to what Bach wrote. So now we're here at number 7. And you know, his writing is very clean and clear, but it's still really hard to read because we are so used to our computer programs, aren't we? It's kind of nuts. And this one has some similarities. It's kind of this one in inversion, but is there chromaticism this time? I don't see any. And I see where he put the repeat sign, right? Over here, it was kind of interesting, kind of early. This is really early. Bajita, bajita, you know, it's going to happen right away, I think, if that guy is right. So let's go look. Let's see, 6. So this one is inverted again. 6 still has chromaticism here. Is this the one we were just doing? It wasn't, is it? We're in 7. Oh, thank you. I thought so. Okay, the same in 3 parts. And here it is. So this one is the one. There's one sharp. And what do we call that kind of note there? Anybody know? Besides Iggy. Yes, a chromatic lower neighbor tone. And they're fun to put in for a little extra color. Now you notice the chromaticism doesn't happen in the second voice because it has an upper neighbor that would sound really funny, and I'm going to show it to you. Because we're in MuseScore, I can change it. This is what it would sound like if I changed that one to match this one, the half step. What do you think? Can you tell why he didn't? Let's hear that again. What's our excuse for using C sharp in the key of G? Tim. It's the leading tone to the dominant. And what is A flat in the key of G? The Phrygian second. And he isn't going to the Phrygian second. It's just not happening. So do you want it? Oh, we got to hear the real people, don't we? As I get better at shifting between windows. This is one we didn't get to. Another chromatic one. And we have to stop. Should I end this meeting and you'll sign in? Okay, I'm going to end this one. If any of you have more questions or have questions, because I talked at you a lot, asked you a bunch of questions, but either come to my next session in 2 sessions or shoot me an email or a text, and I would be happy to help you. Okay? But I hope this sparked some puzzling stuff for you. And I'm going to go out there now. And me.